Tiger, and welcome to Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. We're in Concord, North Carolina at the world-famous zMax Dragway, and I got some cash I want to give away. Let's meet our contestants. Jason Leffler. How you doing, buddy?
Awesome.
The number 38 car race for Great Clips. That's the sponsor.
That is. They're a great sponsor.
Long Beach, California, the LBC.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks.
Scott Zipadelli, the crew chief, to the man next to him, East Haddam, Connecticut.
Yep.
How does a man from East Haddam get all the way to North Carolina?
Went through Stanford.
Went through Stanford. And of course, the man from Tyler, Texas, is known all over the nation. Texas Chassis Works, my crime partner.
What's up, man?
How we doing, buddy?
We're doing good.
And of course, my bodyguard, Paige, who's doing a good job out there getting all the cars up. Now, you guys know, not only are you playing against each other, but you're playing against Ken Herring, the house.
Yep.
You ready to do this, Jason and Scott?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it out. What's your name?
Glenn Wilchie.
Glenn, tell me about that Camaro.
That's a 69 RSSS, 582, forward 9-inch, 422, turbo 400.
Where do you work?
Michael Waltrip, Racing.
How you doing, Mike? Jason, first question.
How much horsepower?
It's about 700.
Woo! Scott.
What's it got for a carburetor on it?
1150 Dominator.
Okay.
Ken Herring.
What tires on the back?
Nitto 555Rs.
The slick or drag radio?
Yeah, street slicks.
Okay, cool.
You ready to make a pass for it?
Sure.
Thanks for opening the show. Here we
It's
go.
a nice car.
Jason,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Long Beach, California, and I go in circles for a living. So. But no, I run in the Nationwide Series, and I have a great sponsor, Great Clips.
Yep.
And so far, we're having a really good year. We're third in points, and Scott here is doing a good job with my race car, and we're running up front every week.
Third in points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, $100 pass, gentlemen. Let's get those times locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Scott is locked in. Jason is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with a 1050, Scott with an 1150, and Jason.
Everybody covered it completely.
950.
Whoa. I told you it was going to take me some time to get warmed up here. Make me look bad right off the bat.
First pass of the night.
That's all you. That's all you, Scott. I'm thinking he needs a set of tires. Oh, man. That's all you, Scott.
$12.99. Bam!
Good job.
Zipadelli, $12.49, excuse me. Jason sitting on 0, Scott sitting on $100, and Ken Herring sitting on 0. Let's meet our next driver. What's your name?
Wade Brown.
How you doing, Wade?
I'm doing excellent.
Tell me about that car.
That's one of Roy Hill's zMax development cars. Our company's recently did some new plumbing on it, some wirings.
Is that Roy Hill walking up? Bro, I don't got nothing.
Sid Waterman's put a new fuel pump on it.
Okay.
So this is the first time we've run it since all that happened.
All right, Jason.
Hey, Wade, how many times have you been down a drag strip?
Plenty of times.
That was, hey, Wade. He's from California, got that laid back kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Scott?
What kind of fuels are run on?
Gasoline.
Pretty vague. What his answers there?
I think he
You
knows.
asked the question, I just answered.
All right.
He knows what he's doing, I think.
All right.
And Ken Herring?
What cubic inches is the motor?
500 cubic inch crate motor. At least that's what Roy tells me.
Roy? Does that car run good?
Mighty good.
All right. You ready to make a pass for us, Wade?
Absolutely.
Get it going there, buddy. Scott, tell me a little bit about yourself, buddy.
Grew up in East Haddam, Connecticut. Rode dirt bikes and snowmobiles and race cars pretty much my whole life. And
Snowmobiles, huh?
yeah, it's a great sport.
Yeah, it is. $100 pass, gentlemen. Let's get locked in there. Ken Herring is locked in. Jason is locked in. Long Beach is in the house. Scott is locked in. How'd he do, Jason? Is he all right? Well, you just
I don't know. We'll find out
Let's
here.
take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 785, Scott with the 980, and Jason with an 880.
We're all about exactly a second apart every time.
Here we go, folks. Let's watch this pass. Wade Brown, the Hooters zMax Special. sitting on 0. The crew chief sitting on $200. And Ken sitting on 0. Let's bring up the last of our $100 passes.
Awesome.
What's your name?
Mark, Gildersleeve.
Tell me about your car.
It's an 05 Mustang. It's a V6. A few bolt-ons, 5-speed.
What kind of bolt-ons?
Well, we got gears, cold air, chip tune, things like that.
Okay, Jason.
No nitrous ball bolted onto that thing, is there?
No.
All right.
Scott.
Supercharger?
Nope.
No.
Naturally aspirated.
Naturally aspirated. All
Just
right.
like me. Ken
like
Herring.
How many passes you made on the track with that car?
About 8.
Okay.
You ready to make a V6 pass for us?
I'm ready.
Thank you for coming out there, buddy.
Sir?
This is a tough one.
Yeah, V6, few bolt-ons. Ken Herring says
Pulling
it ain't
out all
that
the
tough.
stops, aren't we?
We're pulling out all the stops.
Oh, yeah.
Ken Herring locked in. Scott is locked in, just waiting on Long Beach. Jason's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Last of our $100 passes. Ken Herring with the $14.95. Scott
Wow.
with the
Pretty good about
12
this
flat.
one.
Yeah.
And
I feel pretty good
Jason
about
with the
that.
13 flat. Well, here we go. Oh, look, that wasn't even a power window. That was a roll-up. Here we go, folks. Last of our $100 passes, V6 Pony. Huh? Took off pretty good. Not bad. Let's see if we can pick it up in the big end.
I don't think I got it.
We're going to be in the 14s.
Finally get on.
1488. Bam!
Take that.
Welcome to the game,
100,
big
but I'll
man.
take
Ken Herring sitting on 100. Scott from Connecticut sitting on 200. And the LBC's own Jason sitting on 0. That's all right.
Big
We got a
fat
lot.
0.
We got a lot more. What'd you call me? We got a lot more passes. Don't worry about it, folks. It's pass time. Don't go anywhere. We're getting into round number 2. Say hello to our sponsors, but make sure you come back. Welcome back to Pastime. We're getting into round number 2. So let's bring up our next driver.
There you go.
What's your name?
Mark Pierce, Pierce Customs.
Tell me about that car.
62 Impala, LS1, 2-big control arms, big heavy stereo system. That's about it.
Jason.
What do we got for an engine?
LS1, stock block, turbo,
Scott.
How about the transmission?
stock training, 4L6D,
Ken Herring.
How big's the turbo?
T70, 96 hot side.
More importantly, what do you bump when you're going down with the stereo? What do you bump?
I got to shut off right now.
Okay, buddy. Well, maybe a good pass for us. There we go.
They want to hear some Snoop Dogg when you're rolling, dude.
I need something, you know, or
A little transplant.
some Lady Gaga or something or whatever. You know.
Lady Gaga.
You can have that.
What is that?
Montgomery Gentry. I'm trying to be hip. It's hard. First of our $200 passes. Look at that. Jason already locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Just waiting on Connecticut. If you want to help him out there, Jason, you go ahead. Scott is locked in. Let's take a look at those times, folks. Ken Herring with the 1320. Scott with an 1140. And Jason with the 13 flat. Scott, what do you know?
I like that car, though.
What do you
Yeah,
know,
it is
Scott? We don't
clean.
know.
I just think it's a cool car, so I'm going to go with it.
Yeah?
I can see that car in my garage, actually.
Yeah, it's clean, isn't it?
Well, here we go, folks.
Yeah, it is. Nice car.
That's me.
Hey, why don't you go push it? We should have pushed him off.
That's wrong. Why don't you go push it? Wow.
You think he even went full throttle?
Oh, wow.
Ken Herring.
All right.
Bam! It's an
Take
ugly
that.
win.
It was ugly, but I'll take it.
Jason sitting on 0, Scott sitting on $200, and Ken Herring back in first place. Let's meet our next driver. This is our combo round. This is where I'm going to bring up 2 different cars, and you're going to give me one combined time. And you only get to ask one question to one driver.
Fast and the Furious here, huh?
What's your name?
Ty.
Ty.
Dan.
Well, appreciate you coming out. Tell me about your car, Ty.
It's a 91 Mitsubishi Eclipse Turbo.
Okay.
200,000 miles on the stock on demand. Upgrade turbos from mount, fuel, and it's running on E85.
Thank you, Ty. What's your name?
Jay.
Jay, tell me about your car.
It's a 92 Eagle Talon. It's got a 2.4, 3065, E85.
Okay, Jason, Ty or Jay?
Ty. How long have you had the car?
Since 2003.
Scott, Ty or Jay?
Ty, how big's the turbo?
It's a little bit smaller than a 35R.
And Ken Herring, Jay.
Jay, is it all-wheel drive?
Yep.
Okay.
Made a lot of passes on it?
A lot of passes.
All right, gentlemen, shake hands. Have a good pass. Here we go. Combo round, $200. This could be you, Jason. You know, I'm going to do something I always do.
Yeah, I like that how you change that now. Now I always do it.
Jason, I'm going to hand you this for good luck, just because we got a little California connection. Hold on to that. It should bring you good luck.
Okay.
You might have to hand it. There you go. You might have to hand it over, but hopefully we'll get you in the game here. Combo round, 1 combined time. Okay, they both started up. That's a good sign.
He's brave by racing that thing.
That's 1 pass off a rebuild.
Scott is locked in.
200. That's a lot of driving right there.
On a turbo car.
And Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 28 flat. Scott with the 28.80, and Jason with some faith, a 25.25.
Is it legal to run with the sunroof open?
I guess so.
Oh, that's good.
Well, you know what? The man's got a sticker on his car, so we know that.
What does it say?
I don't know, but he's still got a sticker on his car, so that's all that matters.
Pretty wide.
Trying to keep the air off the spoiler, I guess.
Well, here we go, folks. Will the LBC be on the board? Jason just joined the game, sitting on $200. Scott is sitting on $200, and Ken Herring is sitting on $300. Let's meet our next driver. What's your name?
Roy Danaher.
Roy, thank you for coming out.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
Tell me about that Camaro.
Old school, put it together under a shade tree in the backyard.
When you were putting that together, you weren't drinking a little coffee.
Well,
jug or jar?
Well, I don't want to go into too much detail.
I don't want that. Tell me about the powertrain.
Got a small block Chevy, just an old school 69 Camaro with automatic transmission, 12-bolt rear, 373 gears.
Okay. Jason.
What kind of tires on the back?
Mickey Thompson drag radials.
Scott?
You said it had a transmission, turbo 350?
No, it's got a 700 R4.
Okay.
And Ken Herring.
What cubic inch is the motor?
It's a 427 small block.
Okay.
Next time you're out there underneath that shade tree, call me and Ken.
We'll do it. Bring it on over.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's have a good pass. Jug or jar?
You didn't ask him if he had any with him. Go look in the trunk.
I did not. Paige, take a look in the trunk, see if there's anything in there, would you please? Sounds pretty good for just a shade tree car. Ken Herring is locked in. Jason is locked in. Jason just looked over Scott's shoulder and started laughing. Let's take a look at those times.
We'll see who's laughing at the end of this.
That's right. There we go. Yeah. A 12.35 for Ken. Scott with a 10.50. And Jason with the 10.50.
That's why he was laughing.
All right, so what we do now, Scott and Jason, when we have something like that, we go on reaction time and we see who locked in first. And if in case one of you guys does win, we'll tell you right after the pass.
You got that one.
Oh, is he running out behind the water box? Oh, that's looking scary.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm up here. That's a nice car, though.
Yeah, sure is.
Very nice.
Hanging on it is.
Shade Tree Camaro. Well, here we go, folks. Let's watch this pass only on speed. Drove it out of the hole.
Pretty sure that's me.
A 12.10. Bam.
Close enough.
You don't even need to be close enough. That was it.
The experts whooping our butts.
Jason sitting on $200, Scott sitting on $200, and Ken Herring sitting on $500. Folks, it's past time. We're getting into round number 3. Say hello to our sponsors, but make sure you come back. Welcome back to Pastime. We're getting into round number 3. That means the passes are going up to $300 a shot. You ready to play? Let's meet our next driver. What's your name?
Nathan McLean from Hoonigan.
Yep.
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 Yeah, so
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
We're excited to have you. Tell me about your car.
90 Mustang, 408 Power Glide. Got a 430 gear.
Jason.
How big is the motor? How many cubic inches?
408.
Scott.
Carburation?
It's got a 1050.
Okay.
Ken Herring.
Any nitrous on it?
I'm not going to be spraying today. Got 2 stages, but not spraying today.
Just on motor today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see over the hood?
Barely.
Have a good pass for us, buddy. All right, man.
That hood's huge.
You trying to start a brawl here on the show? Come on.
He's from Oregon, and he's cool.
First of our $300 passes. Jason is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Scott is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with a 1080, Scott with an 1180, and Jason with a 1050. Would that be a 1050 Dominator?
Yes, it would be. You've learned something.
I pay attention to you, Ken. Well, here we go, folks. First of our $300 passes. This could get the game a little bit tighter.
Drive off the track.
12-17. I think, Scott, guess what, buddy? Bam! Cash is good.
Oh, man, good job.
Jason sitting on $200. Scott in the tie for first place with $500. And Ken Herring sitting on $500. Let's meet the last of our $300 drivers. You know what, Jason? You get this. It's a three-way tie.
Let them hold another 300. See what happens.
You know what? This will be the first time and probably the last time, Scott, just because we got that California connection. The only reason. There you go, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
Bam. What's your name?
Mitch Gangs.
MacFab Performance
Yes, sir.
Bead Locks.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Tell me about your car.
2000 Trans Am WS6 street car. L92 416.
Jason.
You got nitrous for anything?
It's going to run all motor today.
Okay.
Yep.
Scott.
Automatic or?
It's a TH400. 3-speed manual.
And Ken Herring.
What cylinder head's on it?
Trick flow 225.
Okay. You ready to make a pass for us?
Oh, yeah.
What's that mean?
First time.
No.
First time down.
No, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
Did you know what those heads were?
Yeah. 225cc port. You'll know what that is.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Something tells me that guy's been racing on the streets.
The trick flow head.
Oh, all right.
First pass down the track.
Down this track. He's been in the parking lot a few times, so.
How big was the motor?
4 something.
Was it?
Yeah.
I missed that.
It's all about the question, Scott.
It's all about remembering, I guess. I don't remember.
Jason remembered because he's locked in.
I'm locked in. Got $300 of your money. You may turn around after this. I might be gone.
Paige runs fast, buddy. Yeah. She would track you down like a gazelle. Scott is locked in. God, let her catch me. Kid Herring is locked in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's locked in. Let's take a look. Last of our $300 passes. Ken Herring with the 1030, Scott with an 11 flat, and Jason says that thing is going to fly down the track with a 980.
That first time may be true.
There we go, all right.
Great looking car.
Plate says run for the money. Scott, you are the winner. Jason, I'm sorry. You're going to have to hand over that three. Make sure Scott, that's 300.
I think he ripped me off.
Ken Herring sitting on $500. Scott sitting on $800. And Jason sitting on $200. Folks, it's pass time. We're getting into our final round and our final pass. But in the meantime, Ken Herring's got a little something special to shout out. Welcome back to Pastime. Thanks for sticking around with us to come down to this final pass. Let's do a little math. Jason, have you had a good time being on the show?
Great time.
Jason, this last pass is worth $500. If you get it, it puts you at $700. Unfortunately, Scott's already at $800. You don't win.
Well, if I reach over there and grab 100, then 5.
You're good. Scott, you're sitting at $800. If you win this last pass, put you over the top, you win the whole shebang.
Awesome.
Ken Herring, $500. You win this $500, put you at $1,000.
Yeah, we need it.
We get to go have a steak dinner.
There we go.
All right, gentlemen, we always save a little something special for last. You ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's bring it on. Look how he came around that corner.
That's the bullet.
How you doing? Are you Bob Reed?
Bullet Bob Reed.
Bullet Bob Reed.
Yeah.
Bullet Bob, cameraman. Get a shot of those. Look at them boots right there.
That's from back in the Waylon Jennings days. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why do I got to be that old?
Bullet Bob. Tell me about your ride.
68 Hemi Barracuda, 4-speed man's car, shift gear.
Man's car?
Yeah, you got to work to drive out, baby. It ain't no tennis shoe car. Got a 583 rear gear, 4-speed 293 low gear.
What's that power plant like?
900, 910.
It's a man's car.
Yeah, man.
Jason.
I don't even know what to ask you. How many years have you been racing?
50.
Wow,
50?
50 years.
Won my first race in 1956.
Awesome.
Ooh, Jason was just born then.
Yeah.
Scott.
How much you pay for the boots?
Cheap ones, $100.
No.
You never kicked anybody with those, have you?
Sweet.
I've tried to.
And Ken Herring.
How much horsepower did you say, man?
910.
Wow.
Well, Bullet Bob, we appreciate you coming out here in a man's car, and you're going to make a man's pass for us.
I'm going to do my damn.
He says 910 like it's not really 910. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. Bullet Bob. It's coming down to Connecticut or Tyler, Texas. Actually, Jason, if you win this, you make your crew chief win as well. So 2 people going against you, Ken, really.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming out here, guys. Really
Thanks
do.
for having us. It's been fun. A lot of fun.
Connecticut, locked in.
Going for it.
He's going for it.
I'm going for it.
Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times.
Wow.
Ken Herring with a 910, Scott with a 980, and Jason
With an 8? Oh.
with an 8
Jason,
flat.
where did that come from?
I don't know. It's all my drag racing experience coming together.
Here we go. That is a bad man in a bad car.
I think that's Jason right there.
903. Let me take a look. I know who won it. Bam! Ken Herring. Scott. Jason. I'm sorry, you got to hand over the cash. It's past time. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. I'm Brett Wagner for Ken Herring and Paige from zMax Dragway. We'll see you next time.